My name is Logan Nilsen, and I am a seminarian for the Diocese of Camden. I was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania in 1994 and grew up in South Jersey. My parents are Joseph and Beverly Nilsen, and I am the youngest of two children. I have an older sister who lives in South Jersey as well. We are parishioners of Our Lady of Hope Parish in Blackwood, New Jersey. I am currently in Second Theology at St. Joseph Seminary in Yonkers, New York. Growing up, we were parishioners of St. Jude Church in Blackwood, where my sister and I went to school. My father served as a lector, my sister was an altar server, and my mother volunteered to help welcome new members of the parish. But I never really had any interest in volunteering or serving in the parish. In 8th grade, after the parishes of St. Agnes and St. Jude merged to form Our Lady of Hope, a priest, Father Christopher Markellis, who was assigned to St. Agnes Parish, began to teach my 8th grade class once a week, which served as the first time in my life that I interacted with a priest on a somewhat regular basis. In addition to teaching our class, he also served as a coach of our baseball team, which was something that I never thought a priest would be able to do. However, it still never occurred to me that being a priest was something that I could be called to do. I attended Gloucester Catholic for high school, where during my sophomore year, I first felt God calling me to the priesthood. There was not a specific moment when this happened, but more so of a slow, quiet appeal to the heart that made me question if I could be called to be a priest. As I heard this call, I tried to dismiss it, saying that it wasn't for me and that it would go away. However, as high school went on, the call kept coming back to me, and the more it came back, the more I tried to dismiss it. Also, during my sophomore year of high school, I began to work at a local restaurant, which quickly became a big part of my life. As I graduated from high school, I did what I believed I needed to do and went to college. I enrolled at Rowan University in Glassboro, where I intended to major in journalism. Around the same time, I was promoted at my job and began working full-time while going to school full-time. During this busy time in my life, I still experienced the call from God to enter the seminary, but I didn't want to take a chance on something that wasn't guaranteed, even though I still felt this strong call. Finally, after discerning for over 4 years, I decided it was time for me to make a decision. I contacted Father Markellis, and he put me in touch with the Vocations Director, Father Michael Romano. I applied to the diocese in the fall of 2015 and was accepted into the seminary. I got to attend Ward Youth Day in July 2016 in Krakow, Poland, and while there, I got to know the other Camden seminarians and immediately felt welcomed by them. I entered St. Andrew's College Seminary at Seton Hall University that August and graduated from there in May 2018. While there, I learned about the faith and began to grow in my assurance that God was calling me to be a priest. In my time as a seminarian, I've been privileged to go on pilgrimages to different locations to experience the church in a universal way. I've worked with the poor, with religious sisters, and taught CCD as a part of my apostolic service to the community. Last summer, I had an assignment at Our Lady of Guadalupe Parish in Lindenwold, New Jersey. While working with the pastor, Father Vincent Guest, and Father Adam Cheheski, I was able to see the hard work that goes into running a parish, and also experience the daily life of being in a parish. Both priests served as a great example of how to bring Jesus to those entrusted to them. Being in major seminary has allowed me to grow in knowledge of the faith and grow in more confidence that this is what God is calling me to do. If anybody you know is considering entering the seminary or would make a good priest, encourage them to contact our vocations director, Father Adam Cheheski, to see if God is calling them to be a priest. The only way to truly know if God is calling you is to trust in Him and to go to the seminary and see if this is what you could be called to do.